Now, I have to say, it's not every day that I'm blown away by an endoscope, and if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I've done quite a few videos on endoscopes. However, in this instance, I'm truly blown away with this Kentfaith industrial endoscope, and you'll see why. Now, before we go through the specs on it and everything, I just want you to see what this actually does, and it's amazing. So we'll open it up. And the difference between this and any other that I've had is it's got an articulated head on it. The screen and the main unit come separately. So we take the screen out, just pop that to one side, take the handle out with all the controls on it, and then we'll just move the packaging to one side. Right, so this is it, and it fits together nice and easily. If you have a look on the back there, there's your connector, and it just sits on top and it locks into place. So we'll do that. Right, that's on there now. And if we turn it on, keep your finger on there, screen comes on, and that's it. If we look on the head, there's a protective cover on the head, so we'll take that off, and then we'll see the magic. Right, now if we're looking at it, and you see this here, by turning this knob on the side, and you can do it with one hand, it articulates through 180 degrees. I'll just move that to one side. It articulates to 180 degrees. So all the way down there, if we bring it back up, that's 180 degrees, and then we can bring it down on the other side. There we go, down to 180 degrees that way. And just look at the picture as well, that's absolutely fantastic. And then back up. Right, so we'll just lay that down a moment, and then we'll go through the controls. So first of all, we'll look at the ones on the handle. So that button there is what you unlock the screen with. But this one is obviously your zoom button. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 times, and then press it again and you go back to normal. The button with the bulb on it is obviously, we'll just have a look up here. You can change the brightness of it. So from nothing, because you can glare things out. So from nothing, just by pressing it, it gets brighter and brighter until it's off again. So we'll put that back on. To take pictures or video, well, if you're having a look at me, if you press it once, it'll take a picture. If you press it and keep your finger down, it'll actually start recording. You can see up in the top left hand side there, it tells you how long it's been recording and that it is actually recording. So we turn that off. If you want to review any of the video that you've taken, all you do, press the gallery button there. This is everything that we've taken, and you can use the arrow keys to move across it. I'll go back to that one, press OK. And we'll stop it. You can see that it's actually got audio as well. Press back and then press gallery again. You go back to the main screen. And if you're actually looking at something but you keep going over it, well, when you get to the point where you want to see it, if you press this button here, just press it once and it freezes the screen so you can take a good look at something, and then press it again and you can move on. Top right hand corner, you've got your battery indicator. It's also telling you that you've got a micro SD card in there. And this is the articulating ring there. You can lock it so that it doesn't articulate, or unlock it so that you can move it. And on the back, if we move that and pull the stand out, then it just sits while you then play around with this. So you've got two hands free, which is really useful. So you've got a slight cover on it there to protect it from the sunlight so you can see the screen properly. But also, if you're in a dimly lit area, if it's dark, it's great that these buttons are illuminated just to make using it a little bit easier. And if I just remove this, so again, that button there, press it, and then with a little bit of difficulty, because I don't want it flying off anywhere, that just then comes off. It tells you that it's not connected, so there's no input into it. But if we have a look at it in a little bit more detail, if we remove this, that's your USB-C charging port. There's also a reset button in the reset hole, if I'm not mistaken. Just cover that back up again. And then this over here, that's where your TF card goes, or your micro SD card. Let's take that out. and that comes supplied with it. 32 gig, pop it back in. So not having to mess around and order one to be able to use it. It's straight out of the box and into use. Always fiddly, these things. There we go. And that's it. So if we go through the specification on it again, just pop it back together. Onto the specifications. Right, the screen on the main unit is a HD 5-inch screen, and the camera itself is 2 megapixels. So you're going to get crisp and clear images. And as I've already said, it comes with that 32 gig SD card already installed. The lens itself is 3.9 millimeters, and the articulation on it, well, you've seen that, is 180 degrees both ways. Now the cable on this unit is 1 meter long. It's IP67 oil and waterproof, and because the cable's actually metal braided, it makes it very, very tough. The battery in the main unit is 3000 milliampere, which basically gives it up to 5 hours runtime. Right, that's it for the specifications. Right, let's see it out in the wild. Just remove this. So this is something that obviously I can't get into to have a look, hence the borescope. And if we turn it on, right, okay, so we've got it working, and I'm going to just pop it down while I do it, and I'm going to start recording, so keep my finger on it. Right, now we're recording, and I'm going to run it up inside, because, make it a bit brighter. Okay, that's it. Now what I want to do is, right, so that plug there is for the flushing system, but I need to get a better look at it. So we need to go the other way. And there we go. And have I got, so it's coming down there. To run it up a bit more to try and get up this side here, because I've got LEDs running around inside. And I want to see where they're plugged in. So that's coming back down to me. You can see my hand there. Let's see if we can run it up. Pop it on the other side. Oh, there's a plug. Right, okay. And that's a fuse spur there, which is exactly what I wanted to see. Right, okay, so I've got that. Excellent. So stop recording. Pull it back out. Straighten it. Look at that there. That's absolutely fantastic. All with one hand as well. And I'll also record it in here as well. So as you can see, I'm clearing the drains out, but I just want to see whether or not there's anything left in there, and do I need to go and get something to get it out with. Right, okay. So just turning it. Right, okay. So yeah, if I go in, just move that, you can see that there's still some detritus that I need to get pulled out. So we'll get that done anyway. So you see how easy it is to use with one hand. And then last but by no means least, again, we'll start recording, finger on the button. Now, with any endoscope, I mean, you can get really cheap ones that are just a cable and then you Bluetooth it or connect it by cable to your phone. But what you don't get to be able to do is put something in and then be able to turn it like so. So you can see there, the speaker cable running through there. And turn it back again. Electrical cable. You can go in. And once you've reached the point that you want to, again, turn it just to see what's going on. You just don't get the opportunity to do that with a normal endoscope. These articulated ones, absolutely fantastic. Right, so that's it then. You've seen it in use, you've seen how flexible it is. Absolutely amazing. I told you I was blown away. When I ordered it, I obviously knew that the head was articulated, but I didn't realise just how articulated it was. To go 180 degrees one way, 180 degrees the other way. If you've ever used an endoscope, you know how awkward it is if it's going into a hole or something and you've got to pre-set up the angle that you want it to view at. It's not a good thing. But this, you can do it on the fly, really, really good. You can use it with one hand while your other hand's feeding it. It's just an all-round performer. So the price of it, well, in the States, you're talking around about $280, $290. In the UK, you're talking £220. And if you're anything like me, you'll know that you need the right tool for the job. It may sound expensive, or it may be something that you don't want to budget for, paying £220 for an endoscope. But if it can save you more than that in the long term, just by making jobs quicker, easier, or just being able to complete the job in the first place, then it's money well spent. But I really can't recommend this highly enough. And what's in the case? Well, it's a sturdy case, something you can throw in the back of the van, no problem. You've obviously got your instructions, but you've also got, if we open this up, you've got wipes for the lens. If you are dipping it into oil and you want to reuse it, quickly get a wipe out and do that. And you've got your USB-C charging cable. You know, it's standard USB to USB-C. I've got these lying around all over the house, so the chances are I won't use that. But you get everything in the case that you're going to need. And just as an aside, the manufacturer, I think, is Fconcepts. Now, years ago, I purchased 2 tripods off them, and I won't say they've been in daily use, but they've certainly been put through the paces, and they're still working today. Absolutely excellent, very sturdy, and just like this device is very sturdy, I'm hoping that I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. I'll put the link in below. They do all sorts of optical things. They do binoculars, monoculars, as I've already said, tripods. They do lens filters, lens adapters. I think they do some security cameras as well, but have a look anyway. That's where I got this from.